Sony's flagship smartphone is still the Xperia Z5, and I got it in this white color. This phone has a 23 megapixel rear camera and a 5 megapixel front featuring a 5.2-inch display. So if you're looking for this kind of a device, you should definitely check my review. Design on Xperia smartphones hasn't changed so much, so this model looks pretty similar to the previous Z3 model. It's maybe a little bit thinner, it's got 7.3mm in profile, but still it's a bit bigger because those edges are not thinned out, they're not curved, so it looks a little bit bulkier, but when you place it in your pocket, you'll feel it. It's a bit bigger device, but it's not too big, it's not too bulky. Regarding design, I think you should pick a black color or some darker color, because personally I don't prefer this white, it looks bigger. And regarding ergonomics, sadly you don't get virtual keys below the screen, divided from the screen, they're part of the screen, which is much better solved on Samsung smartphones and on Lenovo smartphones. It's easy to operate the device. And regarding those keys, this one should be bumped up a little bit more for unlock, while the keys for volume and for the camera are bumped up enough. Also, the rear cover has a matte finish, so it won't slide while holding it in hand. The display has 5.2 inches and it's a nice looking display with great viewing angles, IPS technology. Still, it's not comparable to the best Samsung displays that are a reference, that are a benchmark, but it's a very good display and it's got nice colors. You have an automatic sensor for brightness, which responds sometimes a little bit slower, but when you're in sunlight, on direct sunlight, it's visible very well, so no complaints to that. Also, the virtual keyboard is very precise. This glass is very responsive, it's fast. You get number keys on top, you have comma and a point on the first screen, so I wasn't mistyping while using the keyboard. And the Android operating system is more or less the same as it was before. I put this 3-flat theme. I'm sad that you cannot order applications alphabetically anymore. I don't know why is that so, but you get nice looking icons. The widgets could look a little bit better, but they're useful, so I guess that's okay. And you have enough memory to install all the applications you want, and it works pretty fast. It's a fast device. It gets heated a little bit on the rear, but for that, check my other video that I recorded to see the Antutu benchmark and how fast it is, what's it like for playing games. Also, I'll tell you that it has a 23 megapixel rear camera and a 5 megapixel front camera. Photos are pretty good, but they're not the best in class. For that, check my other video, the camera review, and also I'll tell you that it has 2 loudspeakers on the front. It's a waterproof device, so for engineers it was a little bit harder to put those speakers on this device. They're a bit louder and they got good sound quality. It can gain 80 decibels, which is maximum volume. It's higher than average, but still the sound is shallow, it sounds washed out. Maybe because Z5 has waterproof casing, so if you're gonna use it indoors or outdoors as an external speaker, you should definitely connect it to some other Bluetooth speaker. In the end, Xperia Z5 with its looks is not maybe comparable to LG G4 or iPhone 6s or Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, but regarding specifications, it's pretty similar. I guess Z5 will be a bit more affordable than these other flagship phones. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope I help you with my video.